is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. Eric is off tonight. There's a question on a lot of people's minds. Will Dane County's next public health order drop the countywide mask requirement? We may not know until next week, but it is something local businesses are already considering. Gabriela Becerra spoke with a number of places today, and she's live to tell us what the CDC's updated guidance means to them. Gabby?
Charlotte, the CDC's no masks for the fully vaxxed recommendation doesn't change anything for businesses here in Dane County, but it does signal some kind of hope that this pandemic might be almost over. Jennifer Homray gives credit to vaccinations for bringing customers back into her restaurant.
People are starting to come back. We are starting to see faces that we haven't seen in more than a year's time.
The bar manager at RP Adler's is navigating this next part of the pandemic, where it feels like there's new guidance almost every day. The latest CDC recommendation of no masks for fully vaccinated people leaves restaurants like hers with more to think about.
Who should be, who shouldn't be, do we ask, don't we ask? But I absolutely think that that is something that is suggesting that we are starting to see some of the end of this, though I think, we all realize it'll be around for a little while yet.
No one has all of the answers quite yet, but the business community sees the latest recommendation as a positive sign.
With the CDC guidance and with what we hopefully will see is an acceptance of that science and a change locally, is that it really does allow businesses to start getting back to the business as normal.
Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce President Zach Brandon says local businesses are looking to Public Health Madison and Dane County and its vaccination rate to plan for the new normal.
Businesses have been thinking about, how do we create vaccination-only areas, so that's already begun.
Customers trust businesses to keep safe and healthy practices, and in return, those businesses depend on you to do the same.
There's a counter expectation that people are being honest and truthful about their vaccination status and are doing what's right for themselves and for their families.
Homray says that's something they ask of all customers who walk through the door.
Please know that there's other folks here. We're asking you to do your best to think of other people in the process.
All of the businesses I talked to today said they will continue to follow Public Health's current order, which requires masks to be worn indoors. We're expecting an update about that order from Public Health next week.
Gabby, thank you. This afternoon, health officials canceled Rock County's mask mandate. Health Officer Katrina Harwood said they removed the mandate due to the new CDC guidelines and to allow people to take advantage of the benefits of being vaccinated. According to federal requirements, people still need to wear masks on all forms of public transportation, including planes, buses, and trains, and in healthcare settings. Across Wisconsin today, health officials confirmed 513 new COVID cases. That is higher than the 7-day rolling average of 444. One more person has died, and 65 more people are in the hospital. Almost 40% of Wisconsinites are now fully vaccinated. 45% have gotten at least one dose. And in Dane County, 52% of people are fully vaccinated and 62% have gotten at least one shot. The results are in from News 3 Now's Vaccine Day clinics in partnership with SSM Health. A total of 565 people got their COVID vaccine yesterday, either here at the News 3 Now studios or at Lake Farm County Park. SSM Health says that 438 of those people, or 76%, were children between the ages of 12 and 15. And yesterday was the first day that 12 to 15-year-olds could receive the Pfizer vaccine, and 5% of that age group in Dane County received a shot. And let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, the clouds are starting to roll in across southern Wisconsin. The rain still out to the west of us, but hopefully we'll get some useful showers out of them. You can still see a few patches of blue from the WISC Skycam looking off toward the east, but the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam shows more clouds over southwestern Wisconsin. And on Doppler track, there are some showers in Minnesota and Iowa moving eastward into western Wisconsin, but the southern part of this batch of showers will probably fizzle before it reaches us as the air is still pretty dry across southern Wisconsin, so I'm not looking for much in the way of rain, at least through the evening hours. Last night, low temperatures had dropped into the upper 30s to the lower 40s. Here in Madison, we dropped to 38 degrees, but high temperatures are right around 70. Madison just shy of that at 69, but Janesville hit 72, so did Boscobel. And right now, temperatures are in the middle to upper 60s over most of southern Wisconsin. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down into the upper 40s. We'll see some showers develop overnight, and a chance of showers tomorrow, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm with a high of 62. The rain chances go down and the temperatures go up as we head into next week. I'll have more details in weather in just a few minutes.
We're learning tonight that one person is dead from a motorcycle crash this afternoon on I-3990 near Madison. The single vehicle crash was near the off-ramp to eastbound Highway 12, which is right by Yaharo Hills Golf Course. State Patrol officials say the crash is under investigation. Developing tonight, one of 3 teens injured in a Beloit shooting last night has been released from the hospital. As of this morning, the other 2 were still being treated for their injuries but are expected to be okay. The shooting happened around 5:15 yesterday afternoon on Nelson Avenue near Beloit Grocery and Riverside Church. Anyone with information is asked to contact Beloit Police. Lawyers for the teen accused of killing his girlfriend's parents last March are quitting the case.
Well, Mr. Sanford, sometimes there are things we say and do that we cannot take back. This is one of them. That's unfortunately going to cause you problems because you're going to need to get new counsel.
Andrew Martinez and Jeremiah Meyer O'Day told a Dane County judge today that a conflict had come up in their representation of Kari Sanford. The 19-year-old is charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, party to a crime in the deaths of Dr. Beth Potter and her husband, Robin Kari. Court records show that this isn't the first time that Sanford's attorneys have quit. 2 other lawyers quit last year. Sanford's trial is set to begin in October. New at 6, the state Supreme Court has rejected a Republican lawsuit to develop rules to fast-track redistricting laws. Last year, the conservative law firm Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, along with Republican leaders, proposed rules that would require any state lawsuits filed over new maps to start in the state Supreme Court rather than lower courts. Today, the court denied the request, saying the proposed procedures wouldn't help the justices if they end up weighing in on a redistricting challenge that hasn't come up yet. Governor Evers signed a bill designating today as Hmong Lao Veterans Day in Wisconsin. The bill recognizes veterans' accomplishments and veterans for their service.
Forced to flee their homes, many Hmong Lao soldiers and their families are resettled in communities across America, including right here in the great state of Wisconsin. And our state is a stronger, better place because of it. Our state's Hmong and Laotian communities are an important part of Wisconsin's culture and history, and it's an important part of our future.
Governor Evers says Hmong and Lao vets made a lot of sacrifices in the Vietnam War as they fought alongside the United States and faced backlash from Vietnamese and Lao governments for their service. The governor also issued an executive order for the U.S. and Wisconsin flags to be flown at half-staff to honor Hmong Lao veterans. More than 1,300 students are graduating from Madison College this spring. The virtual commencement just started about a half hour ago. And this afternoon, graduates could participate in a parade in the parking lot at the college's Truax campus. Professors and staff cheered on those graduates and made sure they felt the excitement of this huge milestone, despite this year's ceremony happening online. Coming up next at 6, there's a new hiking trail to explore at a nature conservancy in Marshall. Hear why a generous couple made the decision to share their land with Dane County and beyond. Stay with us.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you.
Welcome to Delicious. It's Steinhoffel's Grand Slam Sale, and our stores are loaded with some of the best deals of the season. Save 35 to 50% off store-wide. Plus, get a $100 Brewers gift card good to use on anything at the ballpark when you spend $19.99. Summer's here, and it's time to get your patio ready. All patio sets are on sale, and make it more affordable with Steinhoffel's special financing. Only at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape only for $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband, and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Today, Dan County Parks staff and County Executive Joe Parisi celebrated a gift of beautiful property from Joyce Bear and George Socha. George owned the land in Marshall for 60 years and lived there with Joyce for almost 25 years until 2013 when she passed away. County Executive Parisi said the couple realized what a special place the 160 acres of land was. So in 2019, George turned it over to the county, and today, county officials unveiled a newly developed hiking trail on the land.
Joyce and George wanted to give everyone the opportunity to enjoy this land forever as a nature conservancy and a place for future generations to experience and appreciate nature.
It gives me pleasure to sit in the house and watch people wandering around now. At one time, I would have been out, private property, out. But fortunately, that has changed.
Well, thank you, George. Parisi says the northeast region of Dane County has limited outdoor recreation opportunities. This new 160-acre nature conservancy will help fill that gap as a destination for hiking, wildlife observation, paddling, and nature study. The county will continue working with George to steward the property and increase access by building bridges and a canoe landing. Happening now, Sitten de Mai, Stoughton's Norwegian Heritage Festival, begins today and it runs through this weekend. The celebration happens on the weekend closest to Norway's May 17th Constitution Day, also known as Sitten de Mai. According to the festival website, Stoughton enjoyed an influx of Norwegians from the late 1800s to early 1900s, and at one time as many as 75% of residents spoke Norwegian. Activities at the festival include the Stoughton Norwegian dancers, fiddle performances, a Viking strongman competition, and a parade on Sunday. On the UW-Madison campus today, a message is sent to children with cancer that they are not alone in this fight.
We obviously wanted to stand with pediatric cancer patients and show them that we look up to them and we wanted to look like them.
St. Baldrick's Foundation hosted a head-shaving event to raise awareness about the need to fund childhood cancer research. We spoke with the event organizer, who is a student researcher in the UW Oncology Lab, about why he is shaving his head.
Actually, last year I got introduced to a pediatric cancer patient named Michael who was actively going through treatment, and I saw that he was taking it a little bit rough. It's tough as a kid to go through this transition, have your head shaved, lose your hair, and just kind of look different than other kids. And I wanted to find a way where I could give back.
5 UW-Madison police officers had their heads shaved, and so did some UW-Madison student athletes as part of the Badgers Give Back event. Still ahead at 6, a local artist is helping Madison hospital workers start their day off right. We'll show you the bright, beautiful mural he's creating for frontline workers to see as they come inside from the parking garage. And warmer outside tonight, then some rain this weekend. Gary will have the details in your First Warn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, it's an all-new night, beginning with the CBS News special, The Queen Carries On, followed by the 2-hour season finale of Blue Bloods. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
The best Memorial Day mattress deals start now at Ashley Home Store. Shop top brand doorbuster beds like these up to 60% off while they last. And get the best deal in the country on Tempur-Pedic, plus 6 years interest-free. And free delivery guaranteed within 5 days on in-stock beds. Ashley Home Store.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip in your mouth for 30 minutes.
I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, you know, I'm one of those people that's like obsessed with white teeth. The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm going to gag or I'm going to go play football.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Show off your white smile this Memorial Day and call for your 5-minute solution. Order Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free. Plus, you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
The biggest sale of the season starts now. It's the Memorial Day sale at Ashley Home Store. Shop in-stock doorbusters up to 60% off while they last. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our furniture sale prices. And no interest financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
What used to be a dull, uninviting space at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital is now filled with bright colors and designs. Photojournalist Brian Messmer shares how a Madison artist is bringing a walkway for frontline workers to life.
My name is Mike Leroy. I'm an artist. I'm here at St. Mary's for Healthcare Appreciation Week in the employee tunnel, doing a very large mural. So right now, the main theme is unity. So all of the pieces that I'm currently working on incorporate either staff, employees, students, the community. The idea of incorporating the employees is to give them a sense of unity and family when they start their day and end their day here at St. Mary's. The feeling that I'm trying to portray here is calm and peace. So even after a hectic day walking down this tunnel, I hope to ease someone's stress just a little bit.
As the COVID pandemic kind of wore on, we all got tired, right? It took a toll on our healthcare workers and those who support them. You notice that you start painting and all of a sudden you just kind of relax a little bit and, you know, forget about maybe a patient you're worried about or something that's weighing on your mind. Generally, during Healthcare Week, we have a lot of food, and on Wednesday we had an ice cream truck come to show appreciation, right? And normally that's like the be-all and end-all. Nobody can top the ice cream truck. But we actually heard from employees the next day that this was their favorite activity during all of Healthcare Week, even better than the ice cream truck. So that was pretty cool.
And what's next? More walls, more painting, nonstop. Keep your eye out for more monarchs and butterflies.
We need that here. And here's Gary with your weekend forecast.
We could use some rain, too, and there's some out to the west of us. Not a lot, but we'll take what we can get. Some very light showers just about ready to cross over the Mississippi River around Prairie du Chien, but that area of showers has really been diminishing as it pushes eastward because the air is noticeably drier across Wisconsin. It's a little more humid out to the west. You can see some showers and even a few thunderstorms over parts of western Minnesota. Those will be here later on tonight. Probably not thunderstorms, but we'll see at least a little more widespread shower coverage. But shower and thunderstorm chances will be with us tomorrow. A slight chance on Sunday. You add that up through Monday morning. We're probably only looking at about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain unless you're one of the few that gets caught underneath a heavier thunderstorm. The more significant rains will stay to our south. Then we'll look for some shower or thunderstorm chances midweek as a warm front starts lifting northward, especially from Wednesday night into Thursday. That could bring an additional 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. But again, the precipitation will be more spotty. When you start getting into the summertime thunderstorm season, some areas will get heavy amounts and some areas will miss out altogether. And then some more shower and thunderstorm chances at the end of next week through the weekend and at the start of the following week. You add it all up and we're probably still looking at around 1 inch or less of rain through much of southern Wisconsin. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Showers are most likely tonight. There'll be chances this weekend, but the chances actually start going down as we go from tomorrow into Sunday. And I'm not looking at a weekend washout either. Mild weather will begin on Sunday and then look for temperatures to be even warmer. High temperatures in the 80s by Friday and Saturday of next week. Out in the Pacific Ocean on Weather Track, you can see the main branch of the jet stream, the polar jet stream, started to become the more dominant jet stream, and that's lifting to the north. So a few days, about a week down the road, that jet stream, as it pushes into the United States and North America, will be up to the north, and that will start keeping the colder air up to the north and allowing some of the warmer air that's been building in the southern part of the United States to start lifting north. That also will start to bring in more moisture from the south. The subtropical jet stream right now, the more dominant feature across the United States, and that's keeping most of the rain in the southern part of the United States. So those systems that come through our part of the Midwest don't have a lot of moisture associated with them. Weak area of low pressure across Nebraska, triggering some showers and thunderstorms, and these showers are actually well out ahead of that system. Temperatures are in the 60s through much of Wisconsin, a little cooler out to the west where there's a little more cloud cover, and our temperatures will be a little cooler for tomorrow thanks to the cloud cover. Notice compared to 24 hours ago, those temperatures down about 5 to 10 degrees, and we're looking for high temperatures tomorrow, probably topping out in the lower 60s. Notice the dew points still very low, upper 20s, lower 30s across Wisconsin. 50-degree plus dew points in western Minnesota, so it's no surprise as those showers start to move into our area, they're going to start fizzling out, at least the first batch, until we can moisten up the atmosphere to keep the showers going. Tomorrow, high of 62, cloudy skies, chance of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. On future track, probably our best chances of rain overnight tonight, then look for a break during the day tomorrow, maybe a shower or thunderstorm chance and a spot or two. Then tomorrow night, skies will actually clear out a little bit and we'll see some areas of fog form. And Sunday, we'll see variably cloudy skies. Notice the temperatures in the lower 70s and just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Again, you add that all up through Sunday, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch in most areas. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures definitely on the upswing, mid 70s early next week, upper 70s middle part of the week, and lower 80s by the end of the week with some thunderstorm chances just about every day.
And coming up in sports, the Packer rookies reported to camp for the first time. The draft pick that already impressed Matt LaFleur. That's next. Stoughton News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
The ability to listen and understand you, to heal you, to provide the kind words that comfort you. Every day, our doctors and nurses, our cooks, housekeepers, therapists, and every member of your healthcare team give the most of themselves to care for you, to care for our community. These are your champions of health.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Stop into Menards and get everything you need for your vehicles. Valvoline keeps your vehicles on the road and running at peak performance. Advanced full synthetic motor oil protects your engine against all types of deposits. Max Life transmission fluid helps extend the life of transmissions that have over 75,000 miles. Right now, get 11% off all Valvoline products. Save big money and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We have 2 pop-up vaccine clinics.
Come on down and get vaccinated today.
It is an important day for you parents out there.
I'll feel safer, yeah, knowing that I won't get sick.
We know that these are effective vaccines.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters.
The hype train keeps on buzzing for Amari Rodgers. On draft night, the Packers' third-round pick was compared to Randall Cobb, and today the Green Bay rookies showed why during rookie minicamp. It was the first time that the newest members of the Green Bay Packers were able to put the G on and get after it a bit. And even though they spent a little over an hour on the field, head coach Matt LaFleur liked what he saw from Rodgers.
It's a dream come true. You know, this is what I dreamed of my whole life, you know, strapping up for an NFL football team. And, you know, to be doing it for the Packers is even more of a dream.
He's a well-built kid. He looks like a grown man. He's got that big running back, thick frame. And then you watch him run routes, and he doesn't move like most traditional running backs. So we're really excited.
And being a Packer means a little more to Cole Van Lanen than the other rookies. The former Badger grew up a couple minutes away from Lambeau Field, and obviously he is a huge Packers fan. And for Van Lanen to have this opportunity in his own backyard with all the support from his community, well, it's a pretty special feeling.
Just want to be someone that this town can look up to, you know, a hometown kid that's kind of made it, you know, and you know, I'm glad I can be that guy and represent the community well, and I'm going to continue doing that. And there's a lot of people, you know, that I'm not even that close with that reached out, and that means a lot because, you know, they're supporters too.
Now, the best thing about rookie minicamp is getting to know all the new faces on the roster, and you never know what you're going to find out. Take Ravens rookie Ben Cleveland, for example. He grew up in small-town Georgia. His nickname is Big Country, and he was raised on the squirrel diet.
Those things where, you know, you eat what you got in the freezer from the fall. So, you know, had a few squirrels freeze dried in there. So, you know, get a little hungry. Ain't got no deer meat left. Fry up a squirrel or two, and you know, just go eat that.
Right, yep. Final series of the season for Badger softball. Wisconsin hosting Purdue. No score in the third. Megan Donahue rips one to left. That played to Peyton Bannon from second. UW takes a 1-0 lead. They'd go on to win 5-0. Gary, ever tried some squirrel meat?
No, thank you. I'm waiting for some showers, personally, and they're just west of the Mississippi River. They'll be in here later on tonight. Temperatures right now, upper 60s. Look for low temperatures tonight, upper 40s. Highs tomorrow, lower 60s, and back to the 70s Sunday.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.